Good morning, Dad. For me, it is 6:23. I got up a little bit after 6. And I wanted to do the next step in our bread making process. Now, looking at my dough, it did beautifully overnight in my super cold kitchen. But I let it proof a little bit longer because we kind of finished doing our stretches and our folds and our pulls kind of earlier in the afternoon yesterday instead of, late evening, which I'm finding works much better for me because my kitchen is cold. So let me show you what mine looks like this morning. It is significantly filling the bowl. So I'm going to take off the cover so you can see it there. Yay, it looks awesome. And I'm going to set the cover off to the side because I will need that again in a second. So I'm going to spray my hand, spray both my hands. Believe it or not, we are going to do one final set of the stretching, pulling, folding. We should only have to go around the bowl one time now because the dough should have the right texture and character and all the things that we're looking for. So this final handling is going to give it its final shape and allow it to kind of hold itself together in a little ball when we put it into our prepared, they call it a banneton, but it's your prepared bowl that has the tea towel in it, like I showed you at Kim's house. So here's my bowl. I am actually using one of the bannetons, but I've decided I don't really like my dough to have direct contact with the banneton because it's a silicone one and it just kind of leaves a mess afterwards. So I think I'm just going to keep doing the tea towel method. So I put my tea towel in, oops, there we go. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of extra rice flour in mine. And you should have your little rice flour thing too. So get that out, take the lid off of that, and I'm going to sprinkle around the sides because that's where the side of the dough is going to touch the side of the bowls. Make sure that's fitting down there nicely. Let's see if we can, oops, I keep doing it the wrong way. I don't know if you can see some of the flour in there, but it's in there. It's all the way around the sides. So that gets it ready. So when I do my final set of playing with the dough here, it will be ready to go. Okay, now I'm going to spray my hands again. I'm tired. I've had like 2 sips of the coffee. Okay, so now I'm going to try and position the camera so that you can see the bowl. Kind of, sorta. Yeah, that's okay. All right, and okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna start on one side, pull it over just like yesterday. It's just now really super duper fluffy, and you can kind of see some big old air bubbles forming when I do that. Oh, one just popped. So I'm going all the way around the bowl. It is a little bit sticky, but not bad. I'm gonna kind of scrape down the sides with my fingertips if there's any dough sticking. And just keep pulling. And there's quite a bit of dough sticking on the sides, but it isn't hard to get off. So pull it over like that. Pull it over. Pull it over. Okay, here we go. I'm also going to kind of pinch now. Kind of help it hold its shape a little bit. Oh yes, it's looking super good. Okay. Now I'm going to do something that's not in the book. It's a technique that I learned online, and it's called coil folds. I'm going to get under my dough here. I'm going to pull up my little dough ball. Come here, baby. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a little bit stuck, not much. I'll just add it back. So my hands have to be wet for this, definitely. But I'm basically going to have my fingertips in the underside of the dough and do, I don't know, it's almost like letting gravity do some of the work of making a pizza dough, where you're sort of letting it stretch out, but I'm letting it kind of drape over my fingertips and then sort of tucking it in. I'm trying to show you what I'm doing on the back side. I guess it would kind of look like that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's just allowing it to come into a slightly tighter ball. Okay, now I got this nice little ball. I am going to put its pretty side, the smooth side, down into the Banneton prepared bowl, okay? So the ugly side, the side where we did all the pulling and the stretching and folding, is gonna be facing up. Now, I'm gonna take my rice flour, I'm gonna kind of lightly coat the sides of the dough itself, and a little bit on the top. And then we're gonna put our lid back on. Like so. And we are now going to place it in the refrigerator for, you can do it, it says to put it in for 3 hours. I've done it as short as like 2 hours and it still worked fine. But I think that's probably because my kitchen is really super cold. So